Do you know how it makes sense? Well, I mean, his stats are extremely high, and his crest seems to like double his damage. Like not his defense stats, but his attack stats and his speed stats really high. Okay.
I wonder why it is that you recall this place.
I wonder why that is. Well, I'm so wide-eyed.
It scares you so.
Oh, never mind. No. I thought you were saying why it's good that or why it makes sense that he's MVP, not why it makes sense that he doesn't have a battalion. Okay.
Do you think you can lie to me? It saddens me to know you wish to hide such things from me. Well, anyhow, I am quite fascinated by this place. As far as I can tell, this is your first time here. How very odd. I wonder if somehow my memories have...
Okay. He gains a damage when he doesn't have Italian equipped. Interesting.
I must admit, I am unsure. Beyond the name and this strange feeling of familiarity, I can't seem to remember anything about this place. And yet, a great depth of emotions tied to that sense of familiarity. Like joy and sorrow, pain and love, and all things in between. If I was somehow here before, I wonder what took place.
Professor, we should return to the monastery soon. We're all ready for the journey.
It is time to depart. But know that time reveals all things. One day I will remember that which I have lost. Oh, by the way, it seems you've earned my gratitude. The thieves who came here are no more. I am not sure myself, yet I am grateful all the same.
Okay.
In any case, you must become accustomed to my voice. If you fall down with shock each time I speak, that just won't do. Oh, you think you're standing strong? Of course you are. It was a jest.
Alrighty then. I'm not gonna be unable to hear. I have to hear Morgana's voice when she speaks. I'm unable to not hear it. Okay.
Huh. Edelgard. Does the Black Eagle House have a mission to see to? Remember, on a real battlefield, one can never tell what's to come. You can never dismiss the possibility of the worst-case scenario. Take care, Edelgard.
There's no need to state the obvious, Dimitri. But tell me, why the concern? Perhaps you doubt my abilities? If so, your lack of insight is disappointing.
That's not what I meant. If I've offended you, I hope you'll accept my apology.
Don't worry about it. Professor, we must hurry. Everyone's waiting on you.
I suppose I should be off too. Try not to let her get to you, Dimitri. I promise you, there's no need for concern.
I'll tell you all about it. Some other time.
The other option there is stupid.
So you have safely disposed of those bandits. I pray that their souls find salvation.
As does every priest.
But why did they target the students to begin with? We must further investigate the true cause of all that took place. Until we know more, I ask that you support the students and relieve them of any unnecessary worry. Good. I have high expectations for you. By the way, how was your time in Xanadu? Legend has it, in ancient times, a goddess alighted upon this world in that very canyon. For a goddess from the heavens, Xanadu could only have been a temporary haven. Long ago, the divine Seros received a revelation from the goddess. A gift to help guide the lost. The goddess is always watching over Fodlan from her kingdom above. However, in ancient times, the goddess graced this world with her presence and offered salvation to the people here. She is the mother of all life, the arbiter of every soul.
Interesting.
I see. During your time here, I pray that you come to devote yourself to the teachings of Seros.
Lady Rhea, I am sorry to interrupt. There is something I must ask about in regard to those bandits.
As you wish. We shall continue our discussion when next we meet.
A goddess? I have no memory of her. But then, I have no memory at all.
Imagine Sothis is the goddess. That'd be crazy.
It is as though I know, and yet I don't. Perhaps Xanadu was my home back when the goddess walked the land. If so, what does that make me now? A ghost? No, that cannot be. I am most certainly alive. Of course, we also have the mystery of why I'm here with you. Is it somehow...
I also figured that she wasn't a ghost because usually ghosts actually see through their own eyes if they were to exist in like a world or something. But it seems like she's seeing through like my eyes or like around me in my head.
I can't believe in such a meaningless existence.
She's sleepy. Every time she wants to go to sleep. Oh, that was a really quick thing. Yeah, I know that stuff.
Part
Mutiny in the Mist.
White clouds. Garland moon. Mutiny in the mist. When the warm winds blow from the sea to the south of Adrestia, residents of Fodlan know that the rainy season is upon them. Before the heavy rains take their toll, young women hurry to pick the last of the white roses. The ivory buds are woven into garlands and given as gifts to close friends or potential lovers.
Okay. Weird.
Professor, I have a new mission for your students.
We have received reports that Lord Lonato has rallied troops against the Holy Church of Seros.
Okay.
Lord Lonato is a minor lord of the kingdom. He's been showing hostility toward the church for some time now.
A vanguard unit from the Knights of Seros is already on its way to his stronghold, Castle Gaspar. Lord Lonato's army is nothing compared to the Knights. It is quite possible the rebellion has already been suppressed.
Even so, I would like for your class to travel with the Knights' rear guard to deal with the aftermath.
War zones are unpredictable. We do not expect you will have cause to battle, but be prepared for the worst.
Okay.
Excuse me. You sent for me, Lady Rhea?
Catherine?
This is Catherine. She will be leading the Knights whom you will be accompanying.
Nice to meet you. We've heard a lot about you. If you need anything, just ask.
She is one of our bravest knights, and that is no small feat. Only an exceptional few have what it takes to join the Knights of Seros. This mission should prove useful in demonstrating to the students how foolish it would be to ever turn their blades on the church.
Okay, it's not only a mission, it's a demonstration. Amazing. We love when people do that. I'm very confident that Dimitri is going to be a soldier.
Good results.
There you go. Felix is going to be a Myrmidon.
Easy.
Easy. And I'm assuming I'm also going to be a Myrmidon. Because I'm not going to be using an axe, bow, or brawl. I'm using a sword. Gonna switch that up later. It's funny because I also... Oh, he actually speaks. Okay. It's funny because I actually have to, like, take a class myself. Alright, that's fine. I mean, it takes up a space from people that would be here. Why are you in... Oh, you're Sothers.
You have spent quite some time in here, engaging in such idle chatter.
I was like, who's inside of my house? Or my room?
A moment left to waste? You must try harder from now on.
Okay.
Hello, Felix. I see you're here to train as well.
Go away.
Jesus.
Your face makes me want to retch.
Felix, calm down.
With that mouth of yours, you grow more like your brother every day.
Thomas.
And stop walking around on your hind legs.
Thomas.
You're not fooling me.
I cannot fathom why you seem to hate me so.
Because I know what you really are. A beast, craving blood.
A beast craving blood, am I? I assume you're speaking of the events 2 years ago. Last time we met outside the academy?
I am. The way you suppressed that rebellion, it was ruthless slaughter, and you loved every second. I remember the way you killed your victims, how you watched them suffer, and your face, that expression, all the world's evil packed into it. That was our first battle. I remember.
Now he's smiling.
Oh, something wrong? Go ahead and deny it, you wild boar.
I deny nothing, Felix.
Well then. I suppose the Dimitri I once knew died during that slaughter in Dusker, along with my brother.
Perhaps you're right.
Hurry up and get out of my sight. I don't make a habit of talking to beasts.
It sounds like dialogue Baldur's Gate characters would have with each other. But they just... It's just so weird.
My goodness. Sword training again today?
There's a lot of people building relationships today.
I certainly won't, but thanks for your concern, Mercedes. It's more of a hobby than anything, so don't worry too much.
A hobby? How wonderful! I would probably get tired of it, but that's just me.
Didn't you say you hope to take the sword test soon?
You're right. I completely forgot that.
Why does she want to take the sword test?
To be honest, I've been a bit worried as I haven't seen you at the training ground much.
Why didn't you say something sooner if you were so worried about me?
It didn't occur to me that you could have forgotten. But you're right.
I feel like I recognize Mercedes' voice too, but I don't know from where. And I don't feel like... I mean, I could search it, but I don't feel like I'm in that mood today.
I really appreciate your help.
Okay, but keep in mind that since we're short on time, we may have to overdo it a little.
I don't like to overdo it, but if we must, I'll try my best.
It's settled. Let's begin.
It almost sounds like she has the same voice actress as
We have our work cut out for us.
Marianne.
I usually just hold the sword without thinking about my grip, you know? Let's see what happens now that you've shown me the proper way to handle it. I was nervous at first.
Okay, she's gonna kill someone.
Yeah.
Oh, there goes Dimitri.
Well, I didn't realize offering to help you would mean risking my life.
I'm so sorry. I don't know what happened. I just meant to swing the sword. I didn't think it would go flying like that. I'm impressed with how quickly you can dodge.
Yes, I know you didn't intend to murder me. Though that scare likely took years off my life.
Maybe I'm not cut out for this whole sword fighting thing.
And think you were.
Nonsense. It's far too early to give up. The first time I picked up a sword, I was much like you. It's true that different people are better suited to different things. But if you keep at it and refuse to give up, you're certain to improve.
Do you really think so? Thank you, Dimitri. It's very kind of you to... Oh, there's a rip in your cuff, Dimitri. How do you think...
It seems I didn't dodge your sword fast enough. Don't worry, I can easily repair it.
I'm the one who tore it, so I'll be the one
Okay.
who mends
It's
it.
going way better for Dimitri than Felix's one is. I can't believe this is the same
Just
relationship.
focus on your exam.
That's crazy. God, there's so many of them. Alright, Sylvain.
Mercedes, you look divine as always.
I just
You up to
realized,
pray?
fuck, this is not gonna, this is gonna be awful.
I was just on my way to pray. How did you guess?
Well, because I've been watching your.
Yeah, I know Felix and Dimitri of history. They literally talked about
You're
it in
top
the
as always looking
thing.
at girls, aren't you?
I won't lie, I do enjoy beholding women, but I don't mean it like that with you. I know I sound like a dope. I think you're special.
Oh, really? You think I'm so clumsy that I need someone to watch over me. Is that why you can't take your eyes off me?
You're beautiful, and I mean that. You're... how can I put it without sounding even worse? Okay, here goes. I want to get to know you better. As friends, I mean.
I don't know where to begin.
This is such a weird conversation.
Well, what's something you like?
I like to pray. I've been praying regularly since I was a child.
You grew up in the Empire, didn't you?
Oh.
That's right. I was raised in House Bartels.
Bartels? I thought you were born to House Martreats.
It's a complicated story.
Complicated
I'm not sure that it's a very interesting one, but I'm happy to share it with you.
I don't mean to be nosy, if it's too personal.
Oh no, I don't mind. I wasn't trying to hide anything from you. House Martreats fell shortly before I was born.
Dang.
Oh.
My father passed away while my mother was still pregnant with me, so she had nowhere to go. After I was born, my mother ended up marrying the head of House Bartels. Shortly after, my mother bore a true Bartels child who bore a crest. She and I were treated as though we were no longer...
I'm surprised that
family
that's Sylvain.
I think the Bartels were just using
Yeah, Sylvain. What's the point? Sylvain and Felix don't have an active point right now. I thought I used them together a lot, but I guess I didn't.
I abandoned the Bartels name and took up our old family name again.
So you grew up in a church. Okay, it makes more sense now why you're praying all the time.
Yes, oh, praying! I forgot that I was on my way to pray.
Right, and I interrupted you. Well, see you around, Mercedes.
Yes, see you.
House Bartels wanted a crest, and ruined other people's lives to get one. These idiots are all the same.
These idiots are all the same. Okay, interesting. Who's Dimitri have? Oh, Sylvain. Okay. Can you guys? There you go.
That shopping trip took longer than expected, didn't it, Mercy? It truly did. You bought just about everything in the place. You're so good at deciding the best thing to buy. I sort of wanted it all. I mean, not that I was excessive. I think you bought just about as much as I did. Oh, really? The number of bags you're carrying says otherwise.
They're gonna get into a fight.
Oh, fine. You got me. I was just having too much fun. I love shopping with you, Mercy. It was fun. It's nice going into town without having to run errands for once. Isn't it? And I'm pretty confident the professor will forgive our little detour. This actually reminds me of going to school in Ferdiad.
Ferdiad.
Me too. It almost feels like that time in our lives was a story from long ago. So much has changed since then. Oh, but there's at least one thing that hasn't changed. Me and you, right? We're the same old friends we always were. That's just what I was about to say.
Does she look angry?
I've known you so long I can always guess. Mercy, we'll stay
He
friends
talking?
like this
I'm not
forever,
talking. I guess I
okay?
am talking, but you know, there's people
Is
here.
something wrong? You sound worried. Since our time in the capital, so much has happened. We've had to make new lives for ourselves, and
You know,
we've seen at least as many hard times as
he's not wrong.
If things keep changing like this,
I wonder if we'll be able to stay the same people we are now. I wonder that too. I don't think everything in the future will be perfect, but it's us. So I'm sure we'll figure it out together, right? How did you know what I was going to say?
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Oh, Mercy. I can always guess what you're gonna say.
Uh-huh.
Oh, it's getting late. We better hurry back before the professor gets angry.
You're right. Run, Mercy!
What? Wait for me, Annie. You know I'm not as fast as you. Run!
Walks. Whew. There's so many of these. Wait, they can't even get up to A?
I'd better avoid the training grounds. I swear, His Highness never sleeps.
You're out late, Sylvain. Is it safe to assume
He's so mad.
I'm afraid that behavior simply will not do.
Ah, Your Highness. Hello. No, I was not wildly carousing with women.
Carousing with
It was only the
women?
one. Let's just forget you saw me. Agreed?
Unfortunately, I can't do that. It's time someone talked some sense into you. And it seems the task has fallen to me. Sylvain, I'm not saying you can't enjoy yourself at night, but you must learn the art of moderation. Again and again, you end up wandering the streets until the early morning.
Okay, I get it. I don't need one of your lectures. I've got them all memorized anyway. I promise I'll be better in the future. I'll stop going out at night, I'll focus more on my studies, and in return, you'll go into town with me, and we'll invite some cute girls to dinner. Shall we shake on it?
The way your mind works absolutely confounds me. How did you even arrive at such a notion?
You need to get out more. Naive and uptight is no way to live your life.
Naive and uptight? Yes, well, compared to you, I imagine I'm downright run-of-the-mill.
I'm not so sure. Most men are experienced enough to know not to give a dagger to the girl they...
Will you never let that rest? It was many years ago. Perhaps a good knock on the head will help you to finally forget about it.
With your brute strength, a knock on the head could knock the life right out of me. You'd better watch that temper, Your Highness. So how about this? I'll try to behave, and you'll try to loosen up.
If I do as you wish, will you truly promise to improve your behavior?
What'd I just say? Of course I'll behave. A knight of Fargus never goes back on his word. What about you? I want to see you with a girl on your arm.
I am a man of my word. I will attempt
shit.
to do as you ask. You had better uphold your end of the bargain as well.
Seriously? Yeah, I'll believe it when he introduces me to the lucky girl. Oh, Dimitri, you always take even the silliest things so very seriously. This should be fun.
Yeah, this should be fun.